Maniacs, welcome back to the channel. Your local bedhead here. We are going to be diving into another GoFundMe donated video, which thank you, Yellow Rice Boy, for donating to my GoFundMe. It means the absolute world, man. If you guys don't know, I have a GoFundMe up to help me get my child at home. I'm buying it for my grandma. A big deal, big step in my life. I'll have a house, and I put up a GoFundMe because just financially, I just can't afford it. And the house is worth $60,000 now. We already raised over $2,000, so now it's $60,000. So if you guys want to donate to the GoFundMe, I'll leave a link in the description. I will also be leaving the name of this individual who donated, Yellow Rice Boy, as a special thank you. This video is dedicated to you. I don't know anything about the Game Chasers. This is actually the first time I'm ever even listening or watching the Game Chasers, so this should be very interesting. I actually have a list. I've been trying to get this list done, and I drew a picture on it. I just remembered. I drew a picture of an old man, kind of creepy old man. I don't know. This is kind of stuff that goes through my mind. I like creepy things, and you know what? I don't know why that's important anyways. But I do got a list right there of people who have donated, and I do think that if you donate, there is an option to where you can leave a comment on the GoFundMe, and you can recommend whatever you want to recommend. Obviously, I do encourage like more creepy, the unknown, kind of spooky stuff, only because that's kind of where my channel resonates around, is the unknown and just anything that has to do with the paranormal, horror films. Horror films are a big thing for me. Oh my god, I love horror films, and anything like that. So if you want to leave a recommendation for anything like that, that would be fan-fucking-tastic. But obviously, if you don't want to leave that and you want to actually just recommend a different type of video, maybe leave your email, and maybe I'll send that video to your email. So, you know, that works too. But I do try to keep things relatively around the paranormal, spooky stuff, because that's just where my channel's at right now. And we have a fandom about that. So, yeah, leave those recommendations over at the GoFundMe. And guys, we're just going to go ahead and dive into this because, again, I don't know much about this channel, so this could be a lot of fun. So, here we go. Thank you again, Yellow Rice Boy, for donating to my GoFundMe.
That was like what we were saying about the trip was starting out so bad. First we were haunted, and then we were broken into.
It was almost immediately, wasn't it? Okay, so we never leave on time for anything that we do. We ended up leaving a lot later to get on the road for the initial.
First off, can I say, I love the logo. That's a fantastic logo. But I also appreciate the poster behind him. That is one of my favorite movie posters of all time. As a matter of fact, I am definitely going to be buying that poster and putting it probably in the house somewhere because I love it so much. That is for the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'm such a nerd.
Trip. So late, in fact, that we, after a few hours, actually had to stop at a hotel and get some sleep. And it was Billy, Jay, me, and Jordan. 2 beds, okay? So, because Jay and I are brothers, like, sure, we'll share a bed, that's fine. The other 2, you guys could have at it, and the other one, just don't make too much noise.
Okay, first off and foremost, I want to go ahead and say I've never shared a bed with this man. This is the first time I've ever watched his videos, so please do not mistake it.
We're asleep. We turn... So anyways, the lights are turned off. Everybody's kind of settling in. About 5 minutes later or so, I see from the other side of the bed, probably about 5 feet up, one of them turns their cell phone on, or so I thought, and shines it on the wall in front of us. So I'm assuming it was either Billy or Jordan, and they were looking for something, using their cell phone as a light. And I was just at the point to where I was relaxed enough towards about to doze off. So it kind of made me a little angry. I said, man, turn that off. And all I'm hearing is, oh, what, from the other bed. And then right after I said that, the light fades away. Jay opens his eyes just in enough time to actually see the light fading away. So he saw it too.
I opened my eyes just in time to see the light fade, and Melvor's like, Billy, get off your phone, stupid, we're trying to sleep.
And Billy and Jordan are just about asleep already. They're like, what are you talking about? I was like, which one of you had your phone out? What were you looking at? They were both in bed, and they're like, we don't even know what you're talking about. And after a minute or so, it kind of sunk in. It's like, wait a second, you know, it started getting creepy for them. You know, Billy, Jay, and Jordan actually started getting kind of scared. And the longer we talked about it, the more scared they got.
Right. Can I go ahead and say some things? I don't know what the hotel room looked like. For all I know, there could have been blinds on the windows and a car driving by, and the light was just reflecting off of the wall. I mean, that could easily be a thing because it says that it appeared and then it faded away. So could there have been like maybe a car driving towards the building and then maybe it turned and that's when it faded away? For all we know, probably. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I just can't, give too much detail. I just don't know what the room looked like. I don't know how everything was set up. Yeah. I mean, if there was no, windows, if all the windows were closed and everything and there's a light popping up, and there's nobody on their phone, that could be pretty intense.
At one point, Jay actually said, "You know what? I feel fine. Why don't we just get back on the road and start driving?" This is a guy that thinks he's all hard and stuff. He's scared of a floating light, basically. They turned they turned the bathroom light on, and they're scared. They're three grown men, okay? 2 of them in their mid-30s at this point, and they're scared like the Three Stooges going "Gah!" at anything.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I was a little freaked out because I believe in the paranormal. I believe in poltergeists and ghosts and ghouls and whatnot and aliens and big feet and all that good stuff.
I said, "I'm gonna go turn that light off though because I want to actually get some sleep." All 3 of them jump up. "You better not! If you turn that light off, I swear I'll kill you." And they were serious.
Jesus.
Too. Freaking pathetic, man.
We heard like moaning from the bathroom too.
Yeah, and that was funny. Is there were at that point we start hearing noises coming from different areas too, and I don't know if that was just them getting paranoid or what.
Scared as fuck.
There could be a lot there that it probably wasn't paranormal. I just don't know. I just would have to see the layout of the room. I'd have to see if the windows. But you'd think they would have mentioned that if that was the case. So I guess I could take their word for it that maybe that they really just felt that there was an entity around. I don't know. It's kind of a funny story, and paranoia does start kicking in after you think that there could be a ghost in there and you start, getting paranoid. Paranoia can actually have a massive effect on people's mentality. Just be like sitting in the dark alone or laying on a bed in the dark and all of a sudden you might hear one slight piece of who knows, wall just fall down in between the wall and, other room and all of a sudden you think that there's a ghost walking around. I mean, that can absolutely happen. I mean, paranoia is a huge thing. Having said that, I mean, it's a fun ghost story. I mean, I love telling ghost stories around a campfire and whatnot, so I appreciate it. It's still. Guys, let me know what you guys think down below. Do you guys think this was probably an over-exaggeration or an overreaction to something that probably was not paranormal? I'm curious to hear your opinions down below. Again, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, go support this original video, go give them a lot of love. And again, thank you so much, Yellow Rice Boy, for donating to the GoFundMe, man. I'm looking forward to doing more, guys. Thank you again, and I'll see you in the next one.
JCARTS has your life. JCARTSARTS has your mark. JCARTSARTS is throwing down, coming after me. If you can't stay, JCARTSARTS is through. You won't be next.